Hello, missionaries. How are you? I hope that you are doing great, enjoying your course, your classes, getting to know each other. And I heard that you are helping other girls, for instance, in Overbrook. So I'm so glad. Feel our prayers and our support for each one of you. And well, once again, we are gathered here advancing in the week. Now it's Friday morning. And it came an inspiration to me. I was thinking of different calls from God, and I was like, what's the vocation that we are called to? And it came to mind. I want to share with you a little story when I was an ECYD girl. Because I was an ECYD girl, then I had the grace to be in Reino Christi. I share with you that I was a missionary in Venezuela. So I've been blessed all of my life just getting to know Jesus more and more. But this story stuck with me. And then consecrated, we have some courses that are called renewal courses that we are chosen. We have the grace to stop in the mission and go and be with a group of consecrated all over the world to a specific place for 2 months, and that's called the spiritual renewal. So I remember that I had my spiritual renewal like 10 years ago, and it was such a grace to go back to a very strong experience that I had as an ECYD girl. And it was this story. I tried to look it up in Google, but I didn't find it. Really, the story, it's a song that is called The Little Grain of Salt. But I learned it with the consecrated, so I was not able to find it. But it's the story of this little grain of salt that is seeking everywhere. He is seeking where does he belong. So he goes, Sky, hey, do you know where is the ocean? They tell me that I belong there. Oh yes, go straight, straight, straight. So he goes, Car, do you know where is the ocean? Yes, you're in the right path. Just continue and then you go to the right. And he goes on and on and on. I'll make this story short. He sees a palm tree. So that's a sign that he's close to the ocean. Hey, sir, do you know where is the ocean? Yes, do you hear that sound of the waves clashing with the water? You are very close, just continue straight. He sees a coconut in the sand. Mr. Coconut, do you know where is the ocean? Yes, you are very close. So finally, he was amazed in the ocean because it was so big that there was not a limit for him to see an end. So he went closer, but imagine a little grain of salt. He was scared with the noise, how the waves were clashing into the water and then coming into the sand. So he was coming closer walking. And the water was approaching him and he went back. The fear, right? But then he felt so attracted. In his heart, something happened. And in that little body of a grain of salt, the heart started turning red. So he was like, oh my gosh, I belong here. Trust, trust. So he gives a step and the water touches his feet of salt. And God, what happens? The feet disappear because the water took them. He dissolved into the water. So he was like, I'm dissolving. I'm not complete. And the heart, on the contrary, was red and bumping all the time. And he's like, what? Trust. Jump into the ocean and you'll be one with me. You belong here. So he needed to make a big act of trust just to jump into the ocean and stop being that little grain of salt and began to be with the Lord. That is the symbolism of the ocean, one with him. So this story has always helped me a lot because I will say that I am a seeker, as we also saw with Nicodemus, asking everybody for happiness. Excuse me, friends, is happiness, do I find it here? Doing missions, am I gonna be totally happy if I do missions? oh Jesus, I know, I'll give 1 year of my life, I'll be your missionary, but please let me be as happy as I feel when I'm giving myself to others. And the year finishes and I go back to college, an amazing boyfriend, a brain on Christie, a very good lifestyle, and I'm not totally fulfilled. Do you really want to call me full time? So I'm now consecrated for 23 years. I am very happy, but still I'm not complete. My heart is restless until I rest in you, and we belong to heaven. But let me share with you another one of my favorite saints. Not another one, is Saint Therese of Lisieux. And I've read a lot of her books, and I found a quote that she says, finally, I find my vocation. My vocation is love. And I was like, whoa, yes, this is me. I was vibrating. I was finally understanding, getting it. Love has no limits. So I'm called to love, to give, and in that loving, without seeking it, I receive it. So for this meditation, missionaries, I propose to you 2 different options. One is the hymn of charity that you can find it in, I think it's 1 Corinthians 13, 1 to 13. If I'm mistaken, forgive me, my computer just turned off, but it's a hymn of charity. And there are all the characteristics of what is love and what's not love supposed to be. I chose this place, if you see here, a frame, it's my motivation, because my motivation has to be love. I wake up and let's love every day, let's give ourselves. My moods are not helping, the circumstances are hard, I feel I'm going through a difficult situation, or I feel offended or not accepted, or I have the freedom to choose love. This is one option for you to do your meditation. The other option is I'm sending you here a poem of my favorite saint, Saint Therese, that she names it Living on Love. And it's just beautiful. It's grabbing different gospel passages and how she is savoring the word of God and understanding it and just answering what does it mean in her life to live out of love. So I pray that in this course, in this year, you continue to get to know Jesus more and more. You continue to fall in love with him, and you allow him to touch your heart with his love, so that you are able then to go out and transmit the love that you have to others through your smile, through your joy, through your words, through your actions, through your preaching, through your serving, through your forgetting about yourself, or like this little grain of salt, dying to yourself. And that is what makes you totally happy. Have a good day, and may love be at the center of your day today. God bless you.